Everyone knows that they probably have things that they are doing in their business, in their vocation, or in their lives that's getting in their way of actually getting to their goal and in terms of being productive on an everyday basis. And these are things that you're going to have to look at carefully and determine whether or not they remain as part of your day, remain as part of your business, remain as part of your life. So you will have to become realistic. You're going to have to get serious and you're going to have to respect your goals, your dreams, and your vision. And you're going to have to give some things up in order to get to them. Now, one thing that you might want to consider giving up are grouches. Now, these are going to be the people, they're not going to be the people that we talked about in another video. They're not the right support. They're not going to be the people that are going to keep you optimistic. These are going to be people that look at the glass as half empty. They're going to be looking at what you're doing and they are going to talk down everything that you are trying. They're going to do it in the name of protecting you and being realistic sometimes, but you will need to determine whether or not this is someone who's offering constructive criticism or if they are just a grouch. And if they are a grouch and they're really giving you or placing limitations on what you and or your business or your vocation can do, you'll need to consider letting them go. Inactivity is going to have to be something you're going to have to give up in order to become productive. Now, inactivity means that it's that you're sitting idle, that you are sitting and waiting for something to happen, that you have taken a passive attitude toward what it is that you're doing. You're going to have to give up passivity. You're going to have to give up inactivity. If you're not working toward your vision, you're going to have to accept the fact that your goal is not going to happen if you're not going to actively work toward it. Giving up inactivity is vital. Vices. Now, what do I mean by vices? These are things that you indulge in that are actually causing you setbacks, actually causing you harm. One thing in particular that really needs to be addressed is the amount of entertainment that we allow in our lives, especially for those of us who are looking to accomplish those dreams, goals, and visions, and in particular for those of us who are working with information. It's a fine line between entertainment and information that will help you. And so vices can be anything that really keeps you from moving forward. Things that you indulge in that are not helping you to accomplish your goal. You will need to give up vices. Now, the other thing that you'll need to give up are excuses. Look, some things are just not going to work out. Some things are going to be the result of poor decision making on your part. They're going to be things that you've rushed into, and they're going to be things that you maybe missed something or you had an off day. Well, don't make excuses about it. If you were the cause of a bad decision, then look at it as a learning experience. But don't try to excuse it or blame it on someone else or blame it on a situation or blame it on something that was out of your control. Take responsibility. You must give up excuses if you are going to be productive on an everyday basis, because that means then that you will then start to look at your day as within your control, taking control over the circumstances that come before you that you have control over. Uncertainty. You're going to have to give up uncertainty in order to be productive on a daily basis. Now, what does that mean? This means that you need to face those things that might cause you to procrastinate. You need to face those things and look at the reality. When you take inventory of what you have, be realistic. You need to rule out every bit of uncertainty. You need to consider what you have, what's realistic, and what you can attain. Now, that does not place limits on what you can do, but you need to be realistic about your time. You need to not look at your day and wonder about when you're going to accomplish your goal or when you're going to put time into a certain task. Rule out uncertainty. Start your day every single day with a plan, with direction. Rule out uncertainty. Now, another thing you're going to have to really work to take out of your day, take out of your life and business is perfection. Perfection really often is not possible, and it looks like mastery, but it really isn't. Mastery accepts the fact that you don't know everything and that you need to improve on certain things until you become the best that you can possibly be. Perfection is unrealistic. It works to achieve something that cannot be achieved and really forces you to spend more time on something to get things exactly right when that isn't even possible in the first place. So get perfection out of your life and business. So to conclude, you're going to have to give these things up if you are going to be productive on an everyday basis. Who's involved in your life that is really placing limitations on the things that you can do? You might have to give them up. Inactivity. You're going to have to give up periods of inactivity if you're going to be productive and move forward through the things that are going to move you closer to your goal. Vices, entertainment, things that really keep you from actively pursuing the knowledge, the skills, the resources, the talents that you need in order to overcome obstacles. Excuses. You're never going to do things 100% right, but accepting and taking responsibility is vital to being productive. Uncertainty. You're going to have to take the uncertainty out of your life and business, starting with a plan and taking every step that you take based on a purposeful step, that you're making steps on purpose, that you're not doing them by chance. And of course, perfection. Perfection is inattainable. Mastery is working to be the best that you can be. Perfection is working to get everything exactly right. So shoot for mastery and not perfection. Now, so what is your take action step? Well, walk through these processes. Think about which one is involved in your daily life, in your daily approach to your business or vocation, and then start ruling these things out one by one. You're going to find yourself becoming more productive, getting more done. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in the next video.